I am Antoni Gaudí, the architect who dared to dream with stone. Born on June 25, 1852, in Reus, Catalonia, I was a sickly child, often confined indoors. Illness, however, sharpened my senses, especially my observation of nature. I saw in trees, seashells, and animals the forms and mathematics that would one day shape my work. My father was a coppersmith, and from him I inherited both a craftsman's hands and a deep respect for detail. I studied architecture in Barcelona, though I wasn't the best student. My professors found me unusual. Some even doubted my talent. But in 1878, when I graduated, my style began to find its voice. I was drawn to the curves of the natural world, rejecting the rigid lines of traditional design. I wasn't content building houses. I wanted to create living, breathing worlds. Barcelona became my canvas. Early commissions, like the Casa Vicens and Palau GL, revealed my flair for detail and innovation. But it was my work on the Sagrada Family, begun in 1883, that became my life's calling. I poured my soul into it, blending Gothic tradition with soaring originality. Columns rose like trees, stained glass danced with light, and every surface whispered praise to the Creator. I once said, man does not create, he discovers. The Sagrada Family was my discovery of God through stone. I embraced Catalan modernism, but moved far beyond it. My designs, like Casa Bata and Casa Mill, were as much sculpture as structure. People said my buildings looked like waves, boats, dragons, or flames. They were right. I saw no division between nature and architecture. I designed down to the smallest detail. Doorknobs, mosaics, railings. Every element had purpose and beauty. I lived simply, giving away my earnings, fasting often, and dressing like a laborer. I never married, devoting myself entirely to my faith and my work. As the years passed, I became increasingly reclusive, sleeping at the Sagrada Family construction site and spending hours in prayer. By the 1920s, I refused other projects. My client, I said, is in no hurry. On June 7, 1926, I was struck by a tram while crossing the street. Because of my humble appearance, I was mistaken for a beggar and received little attention. I died 3 days later. Barcelona mourned me, and I was buried in the crypt of the Sagrada Family, beneath the masterpiece I left unfinished. Today, the world recognizes my vision. My works are UNESCO World Heritage Sites, and the Sagrada Family, still under construction, stands as a symbol of human faith and creativity. I am Antoni Gaudí, the architect of God's imagination.